This is Happy Half Hour, a Peoria Life web show brought to you by Enjoy Peoria.
Hello and welcome to Happy Half Hour. On this week's episode, we talk to our friends at Landmark Recreation Center about what they have going on, video gaming, aerial exercise classes, a lot of really cool things. Later, the Peoria Park District joins us to talk about their holiday events. We'll also fill your free time with some amazing events coming up this week. So let's sit back, relax, and let's have a fun, happy half hour.
Hi, I'm Nick Welch at Tannins and Hops, modern day speakeasy down on State and Water, and this is the Wambacher
This is
Sour.
about a minute 40.
The original drink was invented around Prohibition. It was created by the same bartender that created this Manhattan. He lived in Chicago. A bartender in New York ripped off his recipe, renamed it the New York Sour. So we decided to rename it the Wambacher Sour in honor of Marty Wambacher, meanwhile back in Peoria. It's been our most popular drink. A lot of it's the presentation, just the fact that one, it's a whiskey cocktail, and two, you get that nice float of red wine. If you get things just in the right proportion, it's gonna taste good. Cheers.
Wildlife Peoria Park has been a popular attraction for generations of families. But did you know it's even open in the winter? Enjoy walking the trails and checking out the amazing Midwest wildlife. And here's a little insider information. Most of the animals prefer the cold weather and may be a little bit more playful on a winter day. Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. The Landmark Recreation Center has been a staple in Peoria for a long time. It offers something for everyone. You know, the recreation center, the health club, the cinemas, the bowling alley, Landmark Lanes, the bullpen bar and grill, you name it. They also have a couple new additions recently to talk that we're going to talk about. Joining us to talk more about all this is Marketing and Banquet Director John Lowry. John, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So one of Landmark's newest endeavors, and I think this is really neat, just the way things are going with society, is the Landmark Sports and Video Gaming Center. Video gaming is becoming such a big thing. A lot of people are making money off of it. What is it? What is Landmark, and why did you guys create it?
Landmark is an esports and video gaming center. So when you hear esports, a lot of people don't really know what that is. That is basically competitive video gaming. So when you see football, basketball, professional, that's what video gaming is turning into now. It's almost a professional sport. So we do have local tournaments and things like that to where we compete ourselves and hold tournaments. Other than that, the video gaming aspect of it, we have computers, gaming, PlayStations, Xboxes, Nintendos, and just it's an old movie theater that has just been remodeled, and there's all kinds of gaming systems all over in there. And we really came up with the idea. Obviously, we've seen the popularity with it. People are making almost $1 million a month streaming. I'm sure you've heard of Ninja. He's like the platform for the esports industry. But we met with, his name is Brandon Pence, and he's co-owner with us. And he's had this childhood dream of he wanted to run one of these, it's called a LAN center, which is where we get our unique name, Landmark, L-A-N Mark. And he had this idea of, we went out and we bought it together, and now we have a video game center.
I think that's perfect. And I like just the name, like Landmark, because when you think of LAN parties and that's what, when I was in high school, that's what you would do. And it's cool that there's actually a place to go now, because that's really hasn't been a thing up until now in Peoria. One of the biggest things that Landmark's been known for, I think Landmark's going to become like the big thing, just because, like you said, e-gaming's so big. But one of the things that a lot of people know Landmark for is the bowling alley, Landmark Lanes. I mean, it's huge. It's the biggest one in the area. What have you guys done to kind of keep it as big as it is and keep it as popular?
Well, we have a new scoring system. It's a lot more interactive, a lot easier. You can walk in, you type your name, you let you know if you're right-handed, left-handed, and it's so much easier than the old scoring systems that we used to have. And then they're also interactive at the same time. So we have little mini games where you can play not just your standard, you get 10 frames of bowling. You can play miniature games where I'm trying to knock down your castle if I throw a strike and you're trying to knock down mine. It's a lot more fun. You can take selfies on your screens and have yourself on the screen while you're bowling. It's a lot more interactive and fun for the kids, and more open bowling, trying to bring that back, and the popularity of bowling is fun still. Bowling's not going anywhere anytime soon, and we really like making things fun again. And the moonlight bowling, everybody loves going out for moonlight and making bowling fun again, as well as running monthly tournaments with bigger cash prizes for the more serious competitive bowlers.
I'm gonna say, because I mean, I know you guys do like the league play and stuff. I mean, whenever I'm driving by, at night, it's always packed, people walking with their bowling bags. But it is cool to see that you guys are trying to get, maybe those people that aren't as serious bowlers back into it and getting them to come out.
Yep.
Those mini games. That sounds really cool. I need to try that out because I never really thought of that.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 different ones.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How many lanes do you guys have?
We have 50 lanes. That's the most in all of Central Illinois. You got to go 3-4 hours away to find a place that has 50 lanes or more.
But still, it's crazy because it's always busy on a Friday night.
Yep.
Yeah. Holidays are usually a busy time for movie theaters. I know we were talking about that beforehand. Landmark Cinemas, what are you guys kind of doing to get ready for that rush, the new holiday movies and just a rush of people wanting to see movies over the holidays?
Well, first and foremost is making sure we're getting all these new movies. A lot of people don't think that a privately owned movie theater in Peoria is capable of getting the first run movies, brand new releases. We get a large majority of them, if not all of them. So all of these new upcoming releases in November, December, we're going to get them, and we like to pride ourselves that we have one of the cheapest movie tickets and cheapest concessions in all of the area. So
I was going to say that's one thing. It's instead of having to pay like an arm and a leg on a Friday night, it's good that you have that
Right.
that.
A lot of people, would you rather spend $4 to go rent it 3 months later, or instead of spending so much? Some people are spending $50 to go take their family, where at Landmark we try to make that convenient for families especially.
Say it's true. Nowadays, that's what people do. It's like, I don't know if I really want to go to it. I'll just wait until it comes out.
Yep.
So
Trying to make it more family friendly and affordable at the same time.
excellent. I know another place that right now it's busy time because of it's always busy right now in the winter for sports bars, the bullpen. You guys have a lot going on as well. Can you talk about some of those things?
Well, besides college football, NFL, NBA, and then NCAA basketball starting up again, we like to call ourselves the best sports bar atmosphere in town, just because we have 4 over 100-inch screen TVs, one of the largest viewing centers like for watching games in the area. But then we also have some local partnerships. So the Bradley basketball team and the Pure Rivermen, we're the official watch party hosts for both. So if you're a big fan of either team, you can come to our sports bar and watch every single away game, whether they're streaming online, whether they're on national TV. We get all the games no matter what, and we bring in large crowds, and it's that fun atmosphere like you're at the game, even though they're on the road.
I think that's awesome that showing the away games. Like I'm a big college basketball fan, and it's sometimes hard to find bars that can stream like those ESPN, those Valley games specifically, like Bradley games. So that's pretty cool. One thing that I think people don't really know about Landmark is that you guys have meeting space. You guys have a banquet facility, the banquet center. How can people book that? Or what can they book it for?
Well, just about anything you can think of. Birthdays, reunions. We do quite a bit of weddings and during wedding season and things like that. We have some business meetings as well. For example, one of the first weekends in December, we're going to have a Special Olympics bowling. They're going to do a big luncheon, and then that night we're going to flip the room and do a ugly sweater Christmas dinner murder mystery. And then on the other side of our banquet rooms, because we have a couple different spaces, we're going to have a birthday party and a baby shower. Wow. So we're kind of different spaces, different sizes. We can do a couple different things all in one day.
You should do one of those time-lapse videos of setting it up, tearing it down, setting it back up, flipping it and everything. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be interesting if we did that.
One of my favorite spots at Landmark is the health club. That's why, because I'm usually there before the sun comes up in the morning to keep myself from actually being healthy. What does the health club have to offer? I know you guys have a bunch of really cool classes that you want to talk about. There's some that are really interesting, aerial exercising and stuff. Can you kind of go over some of the cool things that you guys have going on there?
Some of the newer ones we have is the Astro Durance, which is, if people don't know what that is, it's basically bungee workout. They bungee you to the ceiling, and it's really easy on the joints. You can bounce around, swing around. Boxing is another really big one. We expanded our boxing room recently. We got great instructors, new instructors coming up where they teach you how to box, but then it's also great workout training. We offer the most fitness classes in all of Peoria. So if you're not into those other kinds of classes, we have the Zumbas and the Aqua Zumbas and all of those other kinds. I can't even name them all. There's so many. As well with our average gym, people that just want to come and work out. We have a cardio room, an ab station, free weight room, a basketball court. Racquetball courts are still there. We still have 6, which is one of the most in the state still, as well as full amenities in our locker rooms.
And you have like TRX training. I know you have that too with like, the ropes and everything there.
Yep. Personal trainers for anybody that wants to use them.
And with that boxing class you were talking about, I mean, the instructors, I mean, they're former, boxers, MMA fighters and whatnot.
Yeah, he used to, he won boxing matches in his past career, that's for sure. And he straight up tells you right at the beginning that when you're coming to my class, I'm going to teach you how to fight, even though most people aren't going to be fighters. But it's kind of nice where you get, this is why we're doing this type workout of, we do this for this reason, and we do that just because it builds lean muscle, and the proper form and technique is what's really going to get you the benefits of this class.
So you really it's good to tell people straight up, yeah, this is going to be tough. This is what it's going to be, but you're going to really benefit from it. 'Cause
Yes.
I feel like that's what people sometimes really need for the extra.
Yep. And it's fun and competitive, and you relieve some stress. You get to go punch a bag, so it's a good time.
Excellent. Well, it seems like you guys are always busy. I feel like there's really not a dull moment with you guys, just because there's so much going on.
Yep, there's so much, and we can piggyback off each other. You want to go to the movies, and then, well, what else do you want to do? Well, we can walk down the hallway and go bowling. You want to go get dinner at the bullpen? Well, then what else do we want to do? Things like that. Awesome. So we can piggyback off of one another a lot.
Well, John, is there anything that we're missing?
I don't think so. We covered all 6 departments that we have at Landmark.
Well, like I said, I mean, there's a lot to cover because you guys never have a dull moment. So, John, thank you so much for joining us and talking with us about some of the cool stuff that you guys have going on. If you want to know more about Landmark, just head over to the website, landmarkrec.com. Stay tuned. More Happy Half Hours next.
Get out your calendars. We're about to fill your free time. Attention residents of Washington. Come cheer on the Bradley Braves men's basketball team Wednesday, November 14th with half-price tickets. The Braves will be taking on Jacksonville State. Simply present your driver's license with a Washington address at the Toyota box office at the Peoria Civic Center. For ticket information, visit peoriaciviccenter.com. Get a jump start on your holiday shopping at the Holiday Market at the Cannery in Eureka on Friday, November 16th. The year's full list of vendors feature handmade jewelry, bath bombs, holiday decor, and more. For more information, visit the Holiday Market at the Cannery on Facebook. Head out to Morton November 16th for the start of the hometown holiday celebration. The festivities start with the village's tree lighting ceremony. Enjoy various events around downtown Morton. Businesses will stay open late so you can grab dinner or that special gift for the holidays. The celebration runs to the 24th. Head over to the Morton Magnet website for more. The holidays are right around the corner, which means the start of one of the biggest holiday events in the area, the East Peoria Festival of Lights. It all kicks off with the 34th Annual Parade of Lights, Saturday, November 17th. The parade features the floats from the Winter Wonderland display, including Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the famous Clydesdale horses, Frosty the Snowman, and more. For more information, visit Parade of Lights on Facebook. Looking for more fun events? Head over to our website, enjoypeoria.com, or visit us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at enjoypeoria.
Hey, do you like coupons? Do you like discounts? Do you like saving money? Then check out the 2018-2019 Enjoy Peoria Coupon Book. It is filled with a ton of coupons from area attractions, restaurants, stores, and more. And the book is free. Mind blown. Stop by our office to pick up your book now or check them out on our website, enjoypeoria.com.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. Yes, it's getting cold outside, and the snow is already here. We live in Illinois, it's to be expected. But the Peoria Park District never fails to offer fun events no matter what the weather brings. Joining us today is Christy Shoemaker, the Chief Naturalist at Forest Park Nature Center. Christy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Now, the Peoria Park District has a number of great events throughout the year. And as I'm looking through this list, it's very extensive, and it seems to have something for everyone. Can you tell us about stuff that's coming up?
Definitely. We have a lot of holiday events coming up, and things that are winter and seasonally themed. So, for example, we have Breakfast with Santa at the Franciscan Recreation Center to get people jazzed up for the season on December 1st. Then we've got Santa's Woodland Workshop, which is a really fun thing at Camp Wakanda where people get to make their own holiday gifts and then, with a nature theme to them.
Right.
All the way on to, events at Luthi Botanic Garden where they have, poinsettia show going on.
Right, and that's this weekend, right?
Yeah, they have it starting pretty soon here. Their events go like from December 7th and 8th on, but they do have all kinds of fun plants out there right now.
Okay,
you can check
great.
out. Yep, and then of course the holiday shop and strolls at the Forest Park Nature Center. Those are coming up as well with candlelight walks in the woods.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And and that's just like a few events. Like there's even more to come, right?
Oh my
Like, it's
goodness,
just the
there's
tip of the
so
iceberg.
many. Yeah, so if you want to go to the zoo, you can go to see Critter Christmas, where they give the animals gifts as enrichment items.
Aw.
Then we've got holiday parties at Proctor Center and Logan Center, so something fun for the kids to do out in the neighborhood. Skating with Santa Claus is fun at the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
And then at Luthi Botanic Garden, you can also see a Kwanzaa display later in the month.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So, the dreaded time of the kids being out of school for the holidays, I'm sure they start to get cooped up, and I'm sure the parents are, get out of my house,
Yeah.
But I understand that Riverplex has a winter break camp.
They do, yeah. So if you're wanting the kids to be active, maybe burn off some calories from the holidays as well.
Burn off some energy.
Yeah, they can register for the Riverplex Winter Break Camp. So it goes from December 26th through the 28th, and
Okay.
then January 2nd through the 4th. So you do have to pre-register your child for that, but it's a great way to keep them active and entertained during their break.
Okay, great. Are there other activities to keep people busy and active through the holidays?
Absolutely. So, throughout the year, the Peoria Zoo is open, the Peoria Playhouse is open, and of course, the Owens Center is open for ice skating. So if you're just looking for something fun to do with your kids on a weekday or a family outing, those are great places to check out.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Peoria Playhouse, they have a pretty unique activity for the kids on New Year's Eve, right? It's
They do.
Noon Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve. So if you have little ones at home who just can't make it up till midnight, they're having a celebration at noon that day. Well, they'll have a balloon drop, they'll have some crafts, a dance party. It's really fun. And for the parents that can't make it up till midnight either.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's been years since I've made it till midnight. I'll be honest. Are now with the facilities during the holidays? Hours vary and that sort of thing. So is it easier to kind of talk about what is open as opposed to special hours?
Definitely, yeah. A lot of our facilities are closed on Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But you can always check our Facebook pages or call ahead to plan your visit because some of them are open. But the thing that's cool is that the Golf Learning Center is open most days, and the Riverplex is open most days.
Right.
Some of them are closed for Christmas and maybe have shortened hours some days. But the trails and parks are also open. So if you want to get out and hike on one of the holidays, burn off some of that turkey and pie that you've been eating, you
Fight
can always
through
go
the
hiking.
tryptophan.
For sure, yeah.
That's great. Now the Park District is also offering something new this year around the holidays. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so if you're looking to find a gift for someone in your family who is hard to buy for, we have rolling out soon after Thanksgiving, we'll have a membership package available. So you can get memberships for the zoo, the Playhouse, the Botanic Garden, the Nature Center, Riverplex, golf, passes to some of our activities. And so we have bundled packages that people can purchase for the hard to buy for family members.
Yeah, that's great because, man, there are family members that
For
when do you
sure.
get them?
Right. You get them an experience. You can get them a membership or a gift card. Yeah.
Well, Christy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
If you want to know more about all the fun holiday events at the Peoria Park District, you will visit peoriaparks.org and visit their Facebook pages for each site. Stay tuned. More Happy Half Hour is ahead.
This is the East Peoria Festival of Lights. The Festival of Lights is over a month-long celebration.
Festival of Lights is just a fantastic event, but more than an event, it's a tradition. It begins the season right after Thanksgiving and just continues all the way through New Year's.
Starts with events like the Queen Pageant, then we go into the Parade of Lights.
We had Shop and Stroll, we had Small Business Saturday. Joseph is coming up.
Then the Winter Wonderland opens Thanksgiving night. Well, I think the biggest thing is the time of the year. It's obviously winter time, it's cold. You're able to stay in your cars. We've got a radio station that plays the music and kind of tells a little bit of history. I think it's one of a kind. I think there's drive-through wintertime festival park type things all over the country. The difference of ours is the floats. All those floats that are in the parade are homemade. They're three-dimensional, and you add those to the two-dimensional displays, and that's what makes us so much different than any other drive-through park that I've ever seen.
It's something that people just really feel it's worth it once they get through there. The one consistent thing that really makes a difference to me, and that is that twinkle in the children's eyes as they look at these lights or at the parade. You just can't put a price tag on that.
The kids, you can just hear them, how excited they are to see whatever their favorite displays are and their favorite floats.
Something probably they'll pass on to their kids and their kids' kids, because now we're looking at generational Festival of Light activities participants. In today's society, there's so much going on that, shall we say, isn't pleasant. And when you come to East Peoria and you go through the Festival of Lights, it's just an uplift of the spirit.
So the idea of the Levy District and decorating down there with Bass Pro and Santa Claus is to get people not only to go to Winter Wonderland, but hopefully to stop and shop or grab something to eat on their way into town or the way out of town. So hopefully that grows the amount of people that are staying in East Peoria.
When you leave one of our events, you feel happy. There's something to it.
So Ashley, this weekend, well, I guess Friday really starts some of the holiday events.
Oh yeah, it's on.
We were just talking about how
this weekend really kicks it off.
it's like it's already here. I felt like
Yeah.
we blinked. It was like Halloween like a second
Last
ago.
week, yeah.
It's usually around this time where I
Things
feel like
really,
the clock moves a little bit
Things
quicker.
really start to snowball, if you will.
Oh, jeez. We got a great show tonight.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Anyway,
no,
but
no,
yes, the Parade of Lights is this weekend.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
We I remember that was like a holiday tradition of ours. We would usually be coming back from, we'd go to Connecticut. We have family that live in Connecticut, and we'd go sometime in the fall. It's usually around this time. It's either Thanksgiving or the week before. And on our way back, we would literally go home, throw all our stuff in the house, and then head over to East Peoria for the Parade of Lights.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a holiday tradition. It's wonderful that they've managed to keep that going through the years.
It's always so packed.
It's insanely packed. My dad drove a float in it one year, and it was the year that it was absolute torrential downpour. It was so cold and rainy, but it didn't stop people from coming out.
Awesome.
And I've heard there are so many like families that come into town specifically for the parade, and it's just it's wonderful what East Peoria has managed to do to keep that running all these years.
It's a tradition,
It's our 34th
and they're
year.
really playing off that, and they market it really well to that, and always adding new things here and there. I know they said they have a couple new floats, so it's always cool to replace some of the old ones with some of the new ones, or just add new ones. So you have something to see, but like it's just always a tradition. You remember seeing the Enterprise, seeing the Clydesdale, the train,
Puff
the
Magic Dragon.
yeah,
Yep.
the ducks waddling back and forth.
But yeah, that's not all that's going on in the area.
Oh,
There's
no,
also
there's-
the holiday market out at the cannery in
and
Eureka this weekend, which is huge.
It's always around the time to start holiday shopping, and that's kind of like a one-stop shop, of all like the local vendors and local artists and
little boutiques and shops and everything else like that.
A lot of fun stuff there. Morton, so they start their hometown holiday celebration. They have their Christmas lighting, their community Christmas tree lighting.
That'll be fun.
On Friday, and then they have just up and down downtown Morton.
Yeah.
All the stores are going to be open. There's going to be all fun little events. So you just go walk up and down, and there's a lot of cool places to eat. another place to go get some holiday, do your holiday shopping. Because there's so many cool boutique stores there that you can get stuff from. A couple places to get a drink if you are into that.
I wouldn't know what that's
I know. Of course, neither of us. Chillicothe has their Christmas parade.
Yes.
You can talk about that, yeah.
Oh, Chillicothe Christmas parade. I have walked in it for years. I mean, it's been years since I've walked in it. But yeah, Chillicothe, it's another holiday tradition that they've managed to keep going over the years, and being a former Grey Ghost, go Grey Ghosts. Yeah, it's a really great parade. It's really fun. It's nice to see, and downtown is so revitalized. I was down there over the weekend. There are so many shops and boutiques, and there's a cheesecake place. Enough said. There's so much to do down there, and it goes along the lines of how it's so important to shop local, keep your money local, because that money goes directly to your community for your public works and everything like that.
Well, not only that, I mean that's because it's going to public works. It's helping you not having to pay as much in taxes.
Exactly.
But it's also helping these the couple that has an antique store. It helps them get their children through school, or it helps them pay the utility bill, helps them get food on the table.
Yes.
So there's a lot of importance to shopping local, and you're talking about how downtown Chillicothe is so revitalized. I was there a few weeks ago, and I was blown away. At how many stores. I mean, I knew some of the places, but then just seeing all these other ones, I'm like, where did all these come from?
Yeah, because when we were younger, when I was a kid, there were stores downtown, but not nearly what it is now. And there were so many people just out and about and shopping. It's really, really great to see.
That's cool. And I think this having events such as, the parade going through there, it's just going to help them out more. And
yeah, absolutely.
One last holiday event. They don't really need promotion because I don't think you can really get a ticket anymore. It's the second weekend of Elf at Peoria Players.
I know so many people that are going to this. Like, it's absolutely amazing and so exciting for the Peoria Players.
I went Friday. Really good.
Yeah.
They did and that was our first show. Like,
oh, wow.
I mean, that's usually the show where it's like, all right, let's work out some of the kinks. It was like good show.
And you're not biased.
No, my fiance's in it, but I mean,
you did a good job.
Yeah, but it really was a really good show. Especially even if you don't like music. I mean, I like musicals.
Yeah.
But for the people that don't, they've seen the movie.
Oh yeah.
And it's like you would really like it. I know that they've added a couple of shows. They added a Saturday afternoon show. They added a show Wednesday night, just because all the other shows are sold out and there's still such a high demand for tickets.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
But so it's good to see. It's always good to see Peoria Players packed and able to do that. Power community theater, which is so cool.
Support your community theater. It's very important.
So, well, that's it. That's it for this week's show. There's a lot of holiday stuff going. We're finally at that point. It's holiday season.
Yes. Just embrace it.
Yeah.
Embrace the snow. Embrace the cold. Embrace the winter. It's a wonderful time.
It's weird. The older I've gotten, the more I'm like looking forward to it. I always looked forward to it as a kid, but then like I feel like it's a different way of looking forward to it now.
Yes.
Just because it's like you have your traditions with your family, and then when you start your own family.
You make your own.
You make your own traditions, or with friends you have traditions.
Yes.
Always a lot of cool stuff going on, and this is just the first week. I can't wait to talk about some cool stuff the next week. And some cool stuff. There's always fun, awesome stuff every week.
So tune in next week. Andrew's gonna geek out.
Yeah, I'm gonna geek out more on holiday events. But if you're ever looking for a new restaurant or a new shop, or you're looking for those holiday events to try out over the weekend, you can just always go to our website, enjoypeoria.com. It has all the cool stuff there, all the listings for restaurants and for stores, and we have an awesome calendar of events that has anything and everything you'll need for the holiday season and then some. And always head over to our social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just look up Enjoy Peoria, and we're there. So. Well, that's it, and thank you so much for joining us, and have a great week.
Have a great day.
PeoriaLife.com